James Bond.
You attracted the attention of the dog with your arse.
He's having a little rest. Well, while they have a little nap, I'm going to sneak away and get myself a little drink. Try not to waste
It's a bit of apnea, just a bit of apnea. Light touch of the amps.
Straight back to sleep.
God, I'm exhausted after all that. Sudden panic. Thanks, Creeper Bro, for subscribing for 9 months. Thanks to First Hunt for 83 months. Thank you, Nexus Templar, for subbing. That dude Snaga subscribed for 80 months. Steve Zirk, 5 subs gifted. Thank you very much, Steve Zirk. Papo Apis, 7 months. Thank you. Thank you.
I need to find a fresh version of you that's not you, because you are just toxic. And I'm not afraid to tell you. I think that's the important part. You should respect me for the fact that I told you that. If I had a gun, I'd shoot you with it.
I reckon we get 2 flashlights and maybe a shovel. We can hit that thing off people's heads.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'd end up severing your head. Oh, it's on his face again. Have you got the shovel? Who's got the shovel?
Dropped on the floor! Dropped on the floor!
Fuck, I picked...
Fucking floor, pick it up!
Get out of the way!
Dead, is he? Shame.
Yeah, he died of natural causes.
Sorry about that. My Naruto running it what it used to be. Bobble Toss, this is BHS Home Stores. We are just spinning up shop now. Where do you want us to land?
Camp Eagle.
Watch out for those trees, man. It's flying awfully low. I know you like those trees. Upside down!
That's insane! Oh, God! Guys, I think I have to take this one on foot.
Gal. The blades
Somehow we're okay!
Yeah, we lost a
helicopter.
We lost a multi-millimeter helicopter, sorry.
It was a massacre out there. I almost died.
I take the shotgun approach to farts. I like them to be as fast and loud as I can.
Done.
Yeah. Like, if I know I've got the air
That is dangerous.
I'll be like, I'll stop.
That's dangerous
tense
as
up,
hell.
And then, but like,
You could so easily follow through on that. You gotta be careful.
I can tell. I'm a very windy guy, you know, like
There
I'm quite
could be some
gassy.
stuff up there.
You'll never beat a dog's fart. By smell. For smell.
I'm not trying to beat him for smell, for sound. I don't.
Smell. It's unreal in a negative way.
It's so disgusting.
Awful. It just that makes you want to throw up. It brings on that gag, like
Eyes watering.
eyes watering, like fuck.
Why did you do
gotta
that?
open a window. It's
Why?
like,
Does it smell just like dog shit, or does it smell different?
doesn't smell like dog shit. It just smells. It's like
Why do you like this so much,
The
Smith?
back of the throat, kind of. It hits the
Every
back of the
time
throat. It's
he
kind
always
of
like inquires more and starts fucking laughing to himself.
oh, and it's just so vile. And if you have a dog or you've experienced dog farts, like that, you know.
Fucking hell.
Oh baby.
Oh, 183
116 miles.
Oh
That's enough to
God, this
everyone.
immediately is very complicated.
What is that? Your relationship status on Facebook, circa 2005?
This is immediately very
It's
complicated.
complicated.
It's immediately very complicated. Don't ask me questions, but I've given you something to really ask me.
Why was that ever
What
an
might be going on?
Ooh, I want to know.
Why was that an option?
Because
Because people can't get people to commit, but they want to know that they aren't looking elsewhere.
It's complicated.
It's complicated. I'm in a one-way relationship.
I had no idea you put it's complicated. On
Oh,
Facebook. Are we not together? I don't get.
Are we complicated?
I'm confused now.
I wasn't complicated.
I said we're married.
We're married, Gary. We were married
You're
for
saying it's
6.5 years.
complicated.
I don't think we should
It's
tell
complicated.
people. I don't think we should tell people yet.
I don't think we should say.
It's been
Let's-
17 years,
let's
Gary.
wait for it to bed in.
Really good shots, everyone, by the way.
Shut up.
Hulan Keck, thanks for 10 months. I cast ball torsion on Ross Hornby.
Oh,
Oh, my nightmare!
Tangalus!
This is my nightmare! This is my nightmare!
Hello, Hamora!
That's such a powerful spell.
I think it's fine.
Fair
Or
starter.
it's just lopped off. It's just dropped.
If one tangles around the other one fast enough and it cuts the other one off, it solves the problem, doesn't it?
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't thought of an
Like
exit.
a anaconda choking the life out of the other one. Well met, Darwin.
Net.
Well met,
Darwin.
Jeez, that was well met.
Well met.
Well met.
What are we robbing?
Well met, traveller. Well met.
Well met.
Well met.
Well met.
I have one of each as well.
Well met.
Well met.
Oh my God, well met.
Well met.
Oh, God.
Well met.
Traveller. Well met.
Well met. God damn.
Well met.
We could use there's a bridge though, look, to the north of the crescent.
Ah, well met.
Jesus
bridge.
fucking Christ.
Very well built.
And well met.
Well met indeed.
Well met and well built.
The fuck.
What's your deal, bro?
Well met. Well met.
I like his little cap. Well met.
Well met.
I hope you believe in some sort of God.
Are we VTOL? Is this normal?
You've not been cleared for takeoff.
Just grip your seat as tightly as possible.
What's happening? This dream reality.
There's an air show going on. There's a huge crowd, so try not to plummet into them.
Mum, if you're in the crowd, run.
Say hello, wave to your mum.
Two on the flap.
Wave to your mum.
We're about to hit this fucking field.
What about the field?
There is
a car.
Let
It's
it go.
okay, it's okay.
Ah, but no, no rash decisions.
No, back down.
No
We haven't
rash
got much runway
decisions.
left.
Would you like to be treated like a sub?
Dirty slut, yeah, chow it down, you fucking little bitch. Who's a dirty little bitch? You are? Yeah, aren't you?
One of our engines isn't working, so it's putting it into a circle.
We need you to fix that left engine.
Okay.
Everybody take. Everybody take.
It's a good job we put monkey bars in those things. Oh my God, it's like opening a faucet. All right, we're coming down.
What? Sorry, what?
I said, get ready to be part of the greatest aviation disaster of the 21st century. There's a lot of intuitive piloting. There's the actual airfield. There it is, right there, right there, right there.
Oh my
Fuck, we're
God.
stalling. We're ditching in the ocean. No, not like this. No. We're okay, we're okay. Whoa!
We're bouncing.
Right, now we just need to wait. Right, fuel, right. Slow it down.
Oh, we're on the rocks.
What a great way to start your holiday here on the Isle of Scilly, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody, a unique experience every time with Ape Air.
I keep cheese in my fridge for about maybe 3-4 years before I eat it, just to make sure it ages well.
That's too long.
What the fuck? Why is that too long?
What?
Why is that too long?
4 years in your fridge?
Yeah, keep it in the fridge.
It's already
So
stopped
still-
aging. They packed it.
No.
Yeah.
That's not possible.
Yeah.
Well, when I eat it, I'm only sick for a little bit.
Oh, how long?
Good week or so.
You know that's wrong.
Huh?
You know it's wrong.
Look,
You shouldn't be doing that.
if there's fur, gobble it down.
Who taught you that? Did you make that
I
up?
think the rhyme is that's for me.
That's for
That's
me.
for
If there's
me.
fur, that's for me. And if it's brown, sink it down.
If it's
So-
black, take it back.
Take it back. It's gone too far. You've had it for too many years.
Yeah, I've had this in the fridge for 6.5 years and it's gone black.
Oh, that's your problem.
There's
That's
a
your problem.
rift.
Right, researched. Wait, fuck. What's happened? Trot,
What?
I'm like stuck in.
Oh.
I'm penned in.
How? How did that happen?
Oh, fuck. There's nothing I can do. Trot. Trot, I'm stuck.
Guess I'll do everything.
You have to do everything. Oh my god, this is a disaster. It's because I pressed square when I was trying to. Oh my god. I pressed square too early trying to do research and it tilted it.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
You're joining us from our wonderful Hat Chat studio with proper sound isolation foam on the walls, platinum vinyls.
Ha!
Just doesn't. It's just dead room.
Didn't hear that.
Dead room.
Yeah, totally dead.
It's definitely dead.
There's rain right now. You may be able to hear it on the mics. Apologies, but it's not coming in.
I don't think they can hear
They've
it.
patched the roof again.
Pretty condensy, aren't they?
Yeah.
They should
So
be.
it should be fine.
Although I can't hear it, so. Craig,
Yeah,
is it condensy?
Is
Sounds
that a technical
condensy.
term?
Condensy.
It just doesn't sound. Is it echoey?
It's an adverb.
Does it sound echoey? Okay.
There's also the temperature's okay right now in the studio.
Because it's an unseasonably warm 18 degrees.
Bizarre.
Is it really 18 degrees outside?
It is odd.
I put a hoodie on.
It's wet and 18 degrees,
Different in
which
here.
is not nice. Either way, Hat Chat returns, which is it's been a long time and it's
It's
about
almost
time.
2 months.
So
8 weeks.
we're going to get back into the flow of things now that the Men is Fate season is over. The Hat Chat season begins.
It continue, yeah.
Essentially.
It
Just the season.
re-continues. Hopefully they will keep that flowing.
We'll keep that
Like
flowing and nice and consistent for you.
Luscious, fresh waterfall of.
But we can mention that
Shit
in
chat.
Hat Chat, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
For all the people
Yeah,
that are waiting for the latest episode, we can discuss.
I didn't see many people.
Yeah, but there was a devoted
There was a couple.
niche.
there was a couple.
There's a
There's
devoted
always the diehards.
There was
And
a couple
they
of people
speak
saying.
out
I
for
think the
the-
rest just kind of accept that it wasn't there. But
Or-
thank you for listening.
or
There's
they're
also the
hoping.
Patreon tier that supports
Oh.
that chat.
big
Indeed.
time, big
Yeah.
time.
There are hundreds of them out there.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Dozens.
there's
There are
only a few
dozens.
that are willing to bother to write a message, and so they're probably thankful for their one vocal
Yeah, I'm glad.
piece.
Literally dozens of us.
Dozens of you.
What episode are we on? We're going to be on? 198?
198.
Let me actually find out
2 off 200. That's
what
exciting.
our Patreon
2 off
is
200.
at right
couple
now.
of weeks.
I can tell you what our Patreon numbers are at for Hat Chat specifically, if you like.
That would be fascinating.
Insights.
We're
That would be
Also-
fascinating.
Just to prepare your butts, we'll do another one next Thursday. Not Friday, but Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Already
Okay,
planning
so
it
there you
in.
go. That's a little bit. That's a lot more planning than we've ever put into anything. Next Thursday,
Audience.
same time, different place though. I think we'll probably do that at the office.
Oh, yeah.
So we can do games after, and because. Well, that's literally why. I think that is the reason.
Filters.
Can't do the Friday. Can you do Friday?
Hat Chat Sustainer. But I like it all.
Down, down. I'm going to see Billy Strings in the Albert Hall on Friday. If anyone knows who that is. It's good.
There are 705?
I don't know.
705 podcast Patreons. No, that's got to be all the Patreons, surely.
No, I filtered it.
700 just for the Hat Chat.
Hat Chat and I like it all tiers.
So we have 700 dedicated Hat Chat
That
lovers.
have not been
Have
Sustained.
serviced
had 2 months of
in 2 weeks.
pain and misery that we.
Sorry.
Well, we did try to come back. I mean, there
great
was
one.
illnesses.
Which
There,
one?
sorry,
Sorry, keep going. Please.
the Bungie one, I think.
there were unfortunately some illnesses, and then there was a Menace Fate. In fact, I think there were 2 Menace Fate in that time.
There's also a couple of controversies, couple of arrests, and several people dead. But we didn't
God.
do it.
Jesus,
Shit.
you obviously haven't watched the news recently. That's nothing to do with us.
No.
Just
I mean, deaths happen all the time.
I know, but there was
They do have.
headline recently.
There's been
I
some
feel like there's a
terrible
headline
ones.
every other day.
Oh, you.
I know, but there's not always terrorist attacks.
There's not.
I didn't say that it was a terrorist attack.
It's okay. We didn't do it. Is all. I think we should just wash
You're,
our hands.
Is that the
you're the
Manchester
one
one?
talking
I
about.
know, but we should wash our hands of everything. That any bad thing that happened in the world wasn't us.
Apart from our tacit consent with the whole 20 years of Afghanistan war.
What do you mean our tacit consent? We can have no control over what our governments do.
You vote for him. You vote for Labour. You vote for Tony Blair, I bet.
I didn't vote for Tony Blair.
Actually, you're probably
I must
too
have
young
been
to
a
vote for Tony
child.
Blair.
I don't think we did vote for
Poor
Tony Blair.
tiny child, just
My parents voted for Tony Blair.
innocently looking away.
So it's
I
our-
was responsible for
it's our
Iraq,
parents' fault.
Afghanistan, everything really. Huh?
So it's your parents' fault, not you.
I'm just saying that if you look hard enough, you can find, a white Western reason for a lot of terrorism in the world.
I am the reason there was a joint government with Conservative and Lib Dem.
yeah.
I can say that was my
Yeah.
Honestly,
yeah.
but they sold us a line. I think that was our first kind of experience of true kind of like,
Fuck
oh,
you,
okay,
Nick
they can
Clegg.
make
Being
a
lied
difference,
to.
and then cost anyone after us a lot of money for student fees.
Are we ready to begin, Craig? Are you ready to hit that record button? Probably not what we're talking about, but I'm sure the quality of the sound is great. In which case, we are good to go.
The Kanye says he's fine with members' money being used for bail.
Thank you.
It's convenient that you aren't a member, though. on here. So
They might
I don't know
be a
if you are
patron.
allowed to wave that one off, but you haven't got the hat on
They could be a
next to your name.
patron.
They could be a patron. If you're a patron, I apologise. You could be. There's 700 of those bad boys over there. That's pretty good.
Filters.
Seems like there's a lot of cunts in chat today, doesn't there?
What do you reckon?
It's a bit.
Sort of a
Well,
bit
so,
of a
well,
vibe.
some Cicella's saying we're person responsible. For
yeah.
what though? For what?
No,
You don't
kidding.
know.
You seem fine.
You don't
Nothing.
know.
Nobody said anything untoward. I'm just being edgy. You all seem great. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it.
You're on YouTube. Thank you very much, to Kanye. I'm foolishly
Damn.
not looking at
You
both
were looking
at
at
the same
Twitch
time.
when they said members name.
That's true.
How long
yeah,
have you been
yeah,
doing this?
Too long.
Cool. All right, let's get going then.
We'll die on camera.
Probably.
I'd
Heart
hope so.
attacks.
It would be nice, wouldn't it?
Both-
You'd still be relevant.
All
at that
three of
point.
us at the same time. Shared heart attacks.
I think monoxide poisoning would be the one to get us all at once. That'd be a nice one. Not Craig though. Craig would find us, and then he'd shakily pull his mobile phone out of his pocket, open up the camera app.
And film around the room.
Holy fuck! All
Why is
three
that?
of them.
Why is that what you do, Craig? Why would you do that?
That's what
Huh?
we asked him to do. That's his great burden.
Absolutely
keep
shocking.
filming.
Apparently my mic is too low, Craig. Is that true? Should I do anything about that? Wow. I'll name and shame. It was Battletoad.
Battletoads.
And they are, in fact, a member, and they've said Ross mic too low. 2 exclamation points they put on that.
I didn't see that.
Well, I've just looked at it there. Look. I'm highlighting it here. In fact, I'm going to pin them to the top.
Pin it.
Oh, I put you in a timeout. No, I don't know how to pin them. That doesn't.
Ross sounds fine according to Sad Pair. So
Wow. Okay, so maybe it's a YouTube thing.
I think it might be.
Yeah,
them.
maybe it's a Battletoad thing. Get your fucking ears unplugged.
Battletoad says it's fine now. So our Lord and Savior of the. There you go. Our Lord and Savior,
Placebo.
Battletoad of the audio
Are we?
detailing.
God, that's amazing.
I think the
Got it right.
frequencies that your eardrum can pick up, Battletoad, is specifically eroded at the frequencies that Ross speaks at.
Honestly, yeah, the issue I'm having right now is the frequencies are melting away my microphone and like tiny bits are coming off of it.
That's
which
weird.
was the issue we had last time. You can see this is a piece that I just took off this microphone. Need to replace this.
Stop plucking it. That means those bits are just going to be on the table now.
Yeah. Those are for later. Eat
Little
those.
nibbles.
Eat
All right,
those.
let's begin Hat Chat, shall we?
Nibble on those. Yes.
We've got some
Yeah,
cleaning
yeah.
up to do with this.
It's just raining all
Yeah.
fucking day, isn't it?
It's just raining.
It's raining forever.
All right, ready when you are, Craig.
Oh, we're back in Hat Chat. It's been a couple of months, but we're here. It's still going. This is episode 198. And how long can I say things in a single breath? What's your thoughts? I'm going to stop now.
My thoughts on this. That was a really good intro. I think that was a great return.
Full of energy.
After
Yeah.
an 8-week break.
Damn.
Some for reasons we couldn't control. Other reasons are we were doing Menace Fate, which is now done for the year, which
Yes.
has been very good.
I can't possibly know who's talking without you introducing yourself.
Oh, sorry. That's exactly right. The voice you heard at the beginning is this guy.
Hey, my name's Alex Smith, and I'm going to talk like this in the entirety of the book. I'm not. I'm not. I'm really not. There's no way in hell I've got the energy to do that. What's
People
your
are-
name?
My name's Ross. Thank you for
Yeah.
asking me. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Chris.
Yeah, episode 198. I'm glad we all know each other's names.
198. The age of the Queen
198.
when she died.
That's not true, though. Was she 98?
198.
No, she wasn't 190. She hasn't passed. Did she pass
Were you alive
109?
when she was born?
What, the Queen?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't alive
Well,
when she
then,
was born. I wasn't
How
alive
do you
when
know how old she is?
Because age. What do you mean?
Did you cut open an arm and count the rings?
What's happening? That's a tree.
I
That's
don't think you did.
He's talking about trees.
You can do that with the inside of the butthole.
She's old.
You can.
Inside
you
the
can count
butthole. That's
rings.
not true. You have to count the wrinkles
You get a
around the
new layer
outside.
every year.
Wait, the Queen wasn't 98, was she? How old was Queenie?
198.
I reckon she was near that old. How? Place your bets. I
It was
reckon
close to
Elizabeth.
100, I
I'm going to say
think.
98.
She was
Philip
96. You
96.
fucking heathen liar. You scum prick.
Those extra 2 years
How old
were
was
it. She was
Philip?
in the womb for 2 years.
Philip. How old
Philip
was
was 98, I
Philip?
think.
Philip.
She was a 2-yearer in the womb, though.
Yeah, she was a.
Technically 98.
She was a late.
Prince
She
Philip.
came out 2
Medically
years
known
old.
as a brewer.
Philip was 99.
Craig is back.
Ah, 99.
Neither of them got it to 100.
No, unlike the Queen Mother, who was like 102 or something.
Was she? God, that
Oh,
old
don't.
bitch.
Queen Mother.
Oh, no, I said it.
slander. She's dead though, so she can't say anything
The
back.
Queen
Mother
Mother. Imagine if the Queen Mother was still alive. I don't remember her dying.
She was 101 when she died. So she did break
She
the barrier.
outlasted her daughter in
Yeah,
terms-
she did, yeah.
in
And
terms of
it-
length.
It just goes to show access to the best foods, the best lifestyle, the best healthcare, and not having a job your entire life can really see you a long life.
Despite being
Yeah.
probably heavily inbred.
Yeah,
I can't. I imagine I don't reckon they've got the life that you think that they've
The
got.
life of Riley.
I think, obviously, yeah, of course, they have luxury. They don't have to worry about a job, food.
They got access
A lot
to,
of things that people
the
enjoy.
best
The
best
private
medical
health-
However, I feel like she's not loading up, a game of the evening and having a nice time. She's probably, there's obviously a regimented schedule she's got to, stick to.
I don't think it's a healthy schedule either. Like she wakes up and has like
she's got fly places,
tea
man.
and
She's old.
crumpets and
All right, okay, fair point, and I understand.
Do you know what I
that
mean? It's not a lifestyle I think I would enjoy
choose. Yeah, exactly.
personally.
I understand.
But other than obviously the fact that wealth and all this other stuff. But is she doing what you would do with the wealth? Probably not.
So the royals do a lot of TV watching. I know that
Oh, yeah,
much. So
yeah.
traditionally they would watch TV a lot, and
wow.
that is people like the Queen Mother and the Queen. Obviously, they're so old that gaming's never going to be their thing.
What do you
right?
think they're watching?
Like they
EastEnders?
Yeah, I mean they might watch a soap. They
Nah,
might
they'll
watch a
watch
lot of
EastEnders.
news, a lot of documentaries. I'm sure they
Downton
enjoy.
Abbey, I reckon they watch.
But the thing is, when
I
the Queen
reckon,
got bored,
Yeah.
she could get in a helicopter and go to the quarter of Scotland that she owned and do whatever the fuck she wanted.
Just roam around.
She'd
with her
often walk
corgis.
around a lot. Yeah, she'd like walking. She was also the Queen was also during World War II. She was she repaired. She was a mechanic, a wartime mechanic or something like
Yeah.
that. And so it might have been World War
was
II
a
or World War
driver.
One. She would repair like Land Rovers, military Land Rovers and stuff. So like that's why I think she always used to love the old Defenders and stuff. And like if you're into that sort of stuff, you could go and tinker around with the Defender, rag it around the quarter of Scotland you own, and have a great time. So really, I imagine they did have some pretty sweet R&R options.
I suppose.
She
I think-
trained
I
as a
think she-
mechanic and qualified driver with the Auxiliary Territorial Service, the ATS, in 1945, serving as a second subaltern. Subaltern?
I'm not sure that. Yeah, subaltern. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I imagine. I mean, would you be the Queen?
I think it's mainly just like the fact that you're going to have security detailing everywhere you go.
Yeah.
You
No
don't
privacy.
really have the freedom that you'd want. However, yeah, there is a lot of pluses to that lifestyle. But it's like anyone who's also like mega famous and getting followed around by paparazzi and stuff. That would
Yeah.
be shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't look desirable. That's a very undesirable aspect of that.
But then when the world
Lifestyle.
ends and they've got tons of resources and
Yeah.
access, then that's really going to pay
When the world
dividends,
ends, none of
isn't
that will matter.
it? Well, no, I think it
Well,
will.
it depends on how the world is ending in that scenario.
Maybe we shouldn't walk down that road too early into the hat chat.
But I'm just saying, like your resources only get you so far.
Or Mark Zuckerberg's having a $300 million mega compound being built.
Yeah,
on
but
a
if I
Hawaiian
grabbed
island.
Mark Zuckerberg right now, stripped him, put him on this table, and tied him down, what's his money going to do?
You're not going to do that though. That's the
Well,
problem.
personally, I'm not going to do that. Of course, I'm just saying you could once you strip these fuckers down naked and strap them to a table,
Yeah. Why?
their money
that
means
happen?
fucking nothing.
Why do you want to strap him?
Get
to the
Justin
table?
Bieber in here, strip him down, put him on the table. His
Strap him
money's
to-
doing nothing.
Yep.
Strip him to strap him.
Well, he could. I mean, if somebody heard Justin Bieber was in there and they yelled like, "I'll give me $1 million,"
I'll say it's a lookalike, and they'll be like, "Oh, he's pretty good, isn't he?" And then they'll move on.
That's a good
That's an easy way
reference.
to get around that. I'm just saying.
So that's your plan.
Well, I'm just saying that you remove those factors, and they are just bone and flesh, just like the rest of us.
Remove the power,
Remove that financial power, no access to the card.
but you can't do that because that's the problem.
I'm just saying. It's
I
very
know.
straightforward. We can
It
strip
is.
him.
It's very straightforward.
strip him
when
and
you
strap
ignore
him.
the most complex element of the challenge.
Strip him and
It's
strap him.
very.
I'm not going to do it.
straightforward.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah. You might do it.
I'm just saying, once you strip him and strap him, that money means nothing.
I'm not sure about you coining the term strip and strap as if it's like this novelty thing that just happens frequently enough to be
It's not-
given a
it's
name
not something
like
that
that.
happens often, I suppose. But
Do you think you're capable of carefree violence? Like,
tickling, I think we should tickle them.
no. I mean,
that's-
violence.
Oh, right. Oh, but that's tickling can be violent.
In a way, it is.
But I mean, would you?
I would violently thrash if someone tickled me. Lots.
If no one was ever going to know, would you bury Mark Zuckerberg 6 feet down?
No.
You wouldn't do it.
I struggled killing a spider the other day.
Did you?
Just because I
What
saw
was it
him
that went through
cower.
your head?
Well, one, I was like, well, he's really close to my bed. And I was like, wow,
So
if
you
I
didn't wanna
leave
get
him
in?
alive. And he was like really wily.
Yeah.
Is this a Percy the Park Keeper scenario?
I stomped him. Huh?
this isn't a Percy the Parkkeeper scenario,
No.
where the spider comes and you ask him if it wants to get in your bed with you.
No, it wasn't a scenario like that. It was just more of a, if I leave this situation, it's going to escalate later.
Right.
And then he's going in my mouth like they always say they will.
That's a
Don't they?
myth.
So they don't go in your mouth.
They go in my gob. Or lay eggs in my ears.
Why would they want to?
It was big. It was big. It was the size of, wow.
I once had a
size
small
of a
insect
50p
crawled out of my
piece.
ear that'd been in my ear for like years.
You had
Yeah,
what
I
now?
know.
A couple of
yeah.
years. I had like a dead
Yeah,
bug in my ear for like 2 years that my mum eventually pulled out.
Yeah, you've mentioned
Did you
that.
tell this one to us?
Yes, he's done it on a
years
hand
ago.
chat.
That's wild.
There was this bit of
I-
like what I thought was
I need to go
hard
back and
wax
listen to that
in
one.
It's
my
so
ear
gross, and now my
for,
ear
for
itches.
ages, right? This is like when I was like a 12-year-old maybe, and I would just notice it every so often. I'd put my finger in my ear and I'd feel the
Don't
tip of
need.
that hard wax, and I'd try and grab it, but then I would accidentally push it back in again.
Okay.
Until about a year and a half in, and I was like finally in the right scenario with my mum was
sake.
there, and I was like, "Mum, can you get some tweezers and get whatever the hell is out of my ear?" And pulled it out, and it was like a
Jesus.
crushed
People are
fly
remembering it in the chat
that
there.
had been, but that's not all. The other day, I'm okay with spiders, thankfully. I understand why people get freaked out by certain creatures, and
It was fast. I had to just act
Yeah.
quickly. I couldn't. I
the
was
scuttling,
it
isn't
was
it?
either
It's
grab
the
a glass
erratic
and try
behaviour.
and slide them under and toss them out the window, or stomp them really quickly because they were going to go to the bed. Go
I
on.
always maintain though that like a spider in the corner of the room is better than a fly in the air. You know,
I
so like
I keep
try
those
and-
ones alive.
exactly because you want them to catch all those annoying little sounds, right? So I was in a 4-meter bell tent, saw a big old spider above me, and I'm like, yeah, it'll be all right, it'll be fine, it'll be fine.
Oh.
He'll eat all the things flying in here. Turn all the lights off. Turn over from my side, and literally about 5 minutes later, just drops down directly onto my ear, and I was just like, "You motherfucker!" And
He wants to get in there.
I picked up, but it was big enough, it was juicy enough that I felt like the initial impact. Then I picked him up and I just held this big spider in my hand and then chucked him outside. But I was just like, there was a moment where I just briefly, for a moment, paused and just went,
Why?
"That thing has just jumped off the roof just onto the side
That's
of my
natural
head."
selection.
And I'm just
in
like,
that scenario.
Why did he do that?
"Why did you do
Out of
it?"
all the places to land.
Just, all right, mate. No,
No.
this is
No.
the only scenario that's not all right. Actually,
Just seeing if this is all right.
it's not. But yeah, that was fun. So yeah, they don't always stick around. That's the problem. They don't stay where they are. Sometimes they do.
I had a false widow in the corner. I could tell because it's got like a weird like.
Because her husband was standing outside.
No, he's alive. He's over there.
He's not dead.
You're a false widow.
False widow.
You could tell because they got like a little skull kind of shape on their ass.
Oh really?
And it's
they're not.
freaky.
Not a
They're
widow.
not. Apparently, they just have like a potential bite that's like a bee sting or like
Oh, wow.
a wasp sting kind
Blimey.
of vibe. But I left that one alive in the corner.
Yeah.
Again, wasn't close to my bed, which I
Yeah.
feel is the danger territory, which you experience, especially if
did.
they're big enough
Yeah, it was
to
meaty.
feel.
Yeah, meaty one.
Do you feel powerful, like when you know that you can choose the life and death? Of
No,
the-
I think it's fucked up, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It was just like something I didn't want to do. at the
I don't
time.
like how unbalanced our natural cycles are. I think it's messed up. I think like it's messed up that you can form meaningful emotional bonds and to some degree relationships with animals, and the animals recognize that, yet we still have to try and rationalize ourselves as meat eaters, which we are as well,
Oh,
omnivorous.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
like I would love. Yeah, it's just weird that like we. It doesn't feel right that you are.
It's a process
you
removed.
treat one
We've-
animal one way and one animal
Yeah, yeah.
another.
We've talked about this before. It's just because the process so far removed. Because you're not killing the animal you're about to eat.
But you would probably end up doing it. Like, you know, if you were living in a different scenario where
It's a very
you know,
specific scenario where you couldn't get food elsewhere.
Ross,
You
we
are-
want a chicken or we want a goose for Christmas. Do you mind going out and hacking that goose's head off? Once in a while, you'd probably be like,
The one you
all right.
named, you know, you
Yeah.
put a little costume on. You
Goosey.
crocheted a nice little. Yeah,
Well,
Goosey. You remember
yeah.
Goosey? We're hungry.
I'm
Goosey.
gonna kill Goosey. And you probably would, because you'd be so excited about having goose for dinner because you have it so infrequently that you'd be driven to do it.
Imagine cooking it badly.
I know, exactly,
That would
exactly.
suck.
But then the morale,
I burnt it.
like the
No, it's
morale impact as
toss in the
well.
bin. Toss these in the bin.
Toss it.
They're ruined.
Let's get Macca's.
I just
Yeah.
killed that animal. That would be the worst. I mean, that is the worst. Food waste is gross.
But like traditionally, you'd have feast days within villages and towns, right? So that would be when, like, often after harvests or things, when there's suddenly a load of food in town and everybody has a great time simply because they're just all having an eat.
Yeah.
You know, and
But
like
the-
that,
but
but that
then-
was such a sort of celebratory time because food was much harder to
But
come
thinking
by.
about today, and rather than harking back to when we lived in villages, if you walked to your flat and
Yeah.
somebody was outside their flat, but you could see them, and they're just hacking the like an animal's head off, and they're just like, well, I'm hungry. What do you say to that?
Where's the animal come from?
Well, you don't know. But
Did
they're
they
just-
rear the animal?
They have a goose and they're just cutting its head off and there's blood all
I'd
over
say
the
don't do
place.
that here. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I'd say do it in
He
your
goes, well, I
flat.
was fucking hungry, mate, and I saw this swan in the
Oh, there we
park,
go.
and I
Then
thought,
they have even more of a problem.
I
It's
just
not your
grabbed
swan, is
whatever was
it?
nearby.
You just can't eat
If
it.
you
And
phrase
you were
that-
like, well, when we were in villages, we would used to do that, so crack on.
I don't think
then
they
you
used
go
to
in
do
with
it
your
the
packet of
middle
chicken.
the square.
It's not ecologically or environmentally sound to just have people randomly butcher
Grab
salvage.
animals.
Just-
Seagull? What if it's a seagull? You don't like seagulls?
No, I don't like seagulls. I wish they were more edible. But I was saying this about the whole like
They're
you go
not
to
tasty.
public parks and ducks are free, aren't they?
Ducks are free, yeah.
But they always come with a bill. Yeah, you could pick up random birds and eat them. You do run the risk of.
I'm
You
just
do
saying,
run
I'm saying
the
like,
risk of
someone's going to
parasites.
call RSPCA if they see that in their balcony.
What the fuck is the RSPCA going to do in that time? It's already dead.
Well, you'll witness. You know how many times they're doing it.
Slap on the wrist, little P. Don't do that.
Well, what if it was
We'll send you a bill next time.
a local dog
What if you've already stuffed a pillow for them as a gift
with the feathers?
with the goose feathers?
With the goose feathers. How many? You need a lot of geese for that. Gooses.
With a couple of gooses, goose eye.
God, that
Goose
duvet's
You need
lying
shitloads of
quite
goose.
nicely.
That's a
That,
lovely goose.
Yeah, goose down.
that's goose down, isn't it? I knew it.
That's a lot. That's a lot of feathers.
That's a lot of feathers.
That's more than just one plucking.
That's more than one
That's-
goose.
A shit ton of plucking.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I've never had to do that or come across that in
Speaking of
modern
geese,
society.
Yeah.
the Dremel tool.
Go on. That's not anything to do with geese. The Dremel
What a
tool.
fantastic
Do you want
invention.
to talk about the thing you've been doing?
Yeah.
Charlotte told me about something that he's been doing just before this.
Oh, what did you do?
So,
So-
I've had an ongoing issue with my right toenail since I think secondary school, where it's got vertical lines in it
Yeah.
that stick out,
When you say vertical, do you mean going along the length of the nail or across the nail?
Oh,
Follow
following the
the
length
nail.
of the toe.
I've got a
And it
little
makes
bit of
it
that.
more into like a
They
hexagon
look
rather
like
than a.
splits, and sometimes that split kind of
Yeah.
catches on socks.
There's
and-
not
Oh.
a name for that. Oh, right.
I thought
so
that was a sign of a deficiency. It's not. Then
I don't think so, because I've drank so much milk since.
it's nothing to do with milk. Too much milk. Yeah. Anyway, so you've got these giant like long lines.
There's no fixing it, I thought.
right.
Then I remembered
Yeah.
the wonderful tool, the Dremel.
Yeah.
So
Other rotary
so you were
tools
shaving them
are
down?
available.
I've sanded down my toe
to what point out, like, until there was
until it was smooth
Smooth.
as hell, and then I got all my different sandpapers out
buffed
because
it?
I got loads of them and buffed my toenail.
Can we see
I
your
gave
toenail?
myself a pedicure. It's not.
It's not buffed up.
Not buffed up.
I've got a Dremel.
It's
I've
like
got a
that.
battery powered Dremel in the car.
That's a Dremel. Is it?
You want me to top up?
A live buffing.
And honestly,
Yeah.
it's fixed the problem. I sanded it down to the point where there's no longer these vertical splits.
So it makes me feel kind of sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Are they,
You feel sick?
Yes.
I feel.
were they
rejuvenated.
vertical or were they horizontal lines?
Vertical. They
Straight
go up
vertical lines.
from the base of the toenail to the,
the tip of the toenail.
Like
I just
two of them.
I just think that's. I don't know. I
It's
mean,
the shiniest toenail I've probably ever seen.
so hold on. So you're sanding it. Are you then buffing it afterwards?
I go through the grits, up to 14,000 grit.
Wow, that
This
is high.
is-
That's very
vertical
fine.
lines on toenails are known as onychorexis. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
They're often a normal part of aging, but can also be caused by nutrient deficiencies
Yeah,
like
so there's a
iron
bit
or
of a
B
deficiency.
vitamins,
Yeah.
dryness, trauma from
Trauma.
manicures, which if anything you're probably traumatizing
I
it
think
more.
the trauma came from
Inflammatory
karate.
skin conditions such as eczema or psoriasis or underlying health issues like hypothyroidism.
No, ignore all that
Have
shit.
you been to a doctor about this
No,
potentially? Which
ignore
maybe
that.
it's worth.
I've dremeled it off. No longer a problem.
My-
Don't worry about that. Don't need to go to the
deficiencies.
doctor. But yeah, I think
Yeah.
it came from probably two incidences because I've lost the toenail in the past.
It's
could
come
be-
back
yeah, mine
bad.
did that.
It's come back wrong.
It's come back wrong. I kicked my brother really hard in karate,
That
and I
caught the
also
nail.
stubbed my
Ah.
barefooted toe into hard ground,
Yeah.
trying to kick a football, missed, hit the ground instead.
Yeah.
So I think probably those mixtures of trauma on that toenail is what's caused that.
Stumpers.
Maybe don't put as much force into your kicks in the future.
That's
I-
not-
my brother needs to be kicked.
Yeah.
The ball needed to be hit hard.
Yeah.
I needed to prove myself.
Yeah.
I needed to get that ball over that roof of that house.
But you obliterated the ground.
I
instead.
obliterated the ground
Yeah.
more my toe. But yeah, honestly, guys, I can't recommend a Dremel enough.
It's really. This is saying the opposite. I think it's really saying that you should be, one, going to a doctor because what you're doing is
That's an AI result.
trauma, repeated injury to the nail from harsh manicures, pedicures, or nail polish removes can cause damage. So you might be causing more damage in the long run.
I don't think so.
I think it's a great idea, Trot, and I admire your courage. How about that for balance?
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, obviously, if it's not causing any real problems, then sure.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if it comes back, right? If it does, I'll Dremel it again. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, no, yeah. Let's keep the Dremel flowing.
Keep the Dremel flowing. So that's my Dremel
Dremeling
story.
and else. Okay.
Got linked to geese. So what's your link to
That's
Dremels?
not linked to geese. Does it have to be linked? Were you doing like a tedious link kind of segment? You're linking Dremels with something? When was the last time you used a Dremel? Would you use a Dremel in your flesh?
No, I wouldn't probably
I
use
have
it as
a
a
small
manicure or
Dremel
pedicure
for
tool.
Murphy's nails.
Yeah.
But that is
What
designed
about like
to trim
really
his nails.
callous skin?
Oh yeah, but you can get skin callus ones for doing that. I've done that.
You can
It's
get
good.
a
It's good.
Veruca stone.
But then you have to blow all of the like really fine skin dust.
Oh, you don't snot it?
I
You
did
don't line it
for,
up?
I did for a while, but then like I just sort of started snotting out these kind of what I would describe as like burgers of like little like a combination of skin cells and mucus packed together into the top of my nasal cavity, and then I'd like fire one out, and it would come out like a sort of like a sort of nasal sausage. So I stopped snorting. So I stopped snorting it.
Fine.
Yeah. I stopped snorting it. So instead I've sort of just started putting it in tea, other people's, and sprinkling it on sandwiches.
I hate the way you describe this stuff.
Yeah.
So disgusting.
There was a guy I used to trade Tazos with
Yeah.
back when I was a child.
Yeah.
And Pokemon cards.
Okay.
And he collected his toenails in a jar. I feel like I mentioned that once.
Why?
I know a guy that
Why?
kept all of his cum rags in a like a Walls ice cream box because he was
Why?
paranoid of being discovered that he was wanking.
That's a big discovery. if
Yeah.
anyone finds that.
And then
Which is worse, actually wanking or having a box of cummy
God.
but that's not where it stops. He built up this box over like a year and a half, and then he sort of his room was getting like tidied or something the next day, so he tried to dump them out his window in panic, and then they went all over the hedge outside his window, so the entire hedge is just covered in cummy rags.
Oh my god.
Like a goddamn Christmas tree.
Oh
So
my
disgusting.
It's pretty
I
funny.
can only imagine the smell.
Yeah, grim stuff. Those Walls.
Were they
ice cream
rags?
tubs.
Were they rags or were they boxer shorts or like kind of socks?
Anything that was
Anything that
absorbed-
could absorb the
anything you could force into that box.
rags. Oh
Son, you're
god.
missing a lot of socks.
No, it was mainly tissues apparently. So it
He
made
kept the tissues. Couldn't flush them.
apparently not.
That is
It was
mental.
like some weird like
That's-
teenage psychology thing where he thought that like his parents would
discovery.
know that like
The
he's
journey
doing.
to the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would,
I think
would
they had
out
quite
them.
like macerate. They had a macerator or something. So
I
every
think-
time anyone flushed, you'd hear it.
I think like a year's worth of that stuff on a tree outside the house would be a little bit more noticeable.
Yeah, he didn't anticipate that. Again, stupid teenage brain. He
Yeah.
thought like because there was a train. Apparently, there's a train line right behind his house, and then like a hedge separating it. He thought I'd chuck it over onto the train line, and the train would like take it away. But it didn't make it that
the
far.
train would take it away.
And so just went all over this hedge outside his house. Yeah, it's quite funny. It's a
I'm
funny.
impressed
Want
that
to tie them to cars in car parks and just let them find their own way home. Just
Yeah, elastic
Oh.
band.
Random. Yeah.
Tuck it under their windscreen wipers.
Or just pop them in a bin. Get rid of them properly.
Or start
I mean,
fire.
that makes you wonder what kind of psychology or sex education that person had from their parents, or whether they were really strict.
Oh, we had the
perhaps.
sex education bus come through Yeovil.
bus.
Oh, thank you very much.
You had a sex education bus.
The sex bus.
Sex bus.
You don't have a
the
bus?
sex
We didn't have a bus. No,
A bus full of
they came to the
very
school.
enthusiastic
Paraphernalia.
sex health workers.
You got a sex bus
Yeah.
when you were.
Everyone
we
was
got
excited.
invited
about
in
the
for
What's
sex
the
on the
adults
bus?
of the sex
Was it
bus.
like an NHS style?
There was like different stage. It was a double decker bus, and it had different stages of sexual education. So you'd go in, and like first of all, they teach you about like STIs, and they teach you about putting condoms on, and they teach you about the pill, and they teach you about like I don't know relationships and feelings.
And then the front of the bus
I like
is
that's
a,
like the last one.
or
I
the,
don't know if it was in that
Yeah,
order.
yeah.
the front of the bus is a
Just-
live demonstration.
Yeah, so they would do
Okay.
like
I didn't
condom
see that.
putting on.
Right. Yeah.
So you'd like roll a condom over a banana,
Yeah.
and then also like the one I was with, I always remember she encouraged us to try it because it was a strawberry condom, and she was like tap it and taste the stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
They were trying to make you taste the
I
condom.
mean, not like trying. We were joking about it.
Yeah,
She was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, I'm gonna put another one," because they have to do it like loads and loads of times. They just have like a box full of condoms, and they were giving them out as well. And they're like, "Right, I'm gonna do it with this one." And she opened it up, and she's like, "Oh, it's a strawberry one. You can smell it, can't you?" And we were like, yeah. She's like, you can try it if you want. And I was like, all right. Tastes like cow pole.
Oh.
I learned so much.
Did they make you choose a banana did you have to go choose a banana that was closest to the size? Did they have small?
Yeah,
you know, this baby bananas.
They all
that
little
aren't
finger
quite-
bananas.
Those small,
Little
tiny
finger
yeah.
bananas,
You're like,
yeah.
well, this one's closest.
Yeah.
And then you all have to then.
Luckily, we had the storeroom cupboard for the DT was just around the corner, so I went and got a hammer for mine.
Oh, good.
Claw hammer.
Claw hammer.
Hammerhead.
The handle seems about
The hammer's the
That's what I
base.
Do you reckon they just throw away like condom use nowadays because they want to get the population back?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what sex education
Don't
is
worry
like
about
now
them
at schools.
anymore.
I mean, you'd imagine it'd be better. I think it was quite shit back in the day.
That's why I got so many YouTubers.
I remember them saying that you couldn't piss whilst having a boner. Well, that's not true at all.
You just got to aim.
You can
correctly.
just
You got to arch it
soak
back
things
in a weird way.
Soak things you don't want to
and it
soak.
reduces your flow rate as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Becomes more like a precision.
But it's more like a
Tool.
laser guided
Tool.
line, like a
Yeah.
You
clean
can
line.
cut ceramics.
I tried clean decking with mine.
Try and just go around. Oh, fine, that's the bird shit gone.
It does stink of my piss,
Jesus
but
Christ! But laser,
that's all the
a
bird shit on
laser
the
guided
decking.
perfect line that you're just crouched over trying to.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah. But no, it was famously quite shit. But anyway, the trauma. I'm wondering if the trauma that person has about like having to hide a cum rag or whatever. Like, is that because they were so worried that their parents would maybe act in such a negative way to knowing that their son masturbated?
I think this guy. I've met.
So I feel like finding the rags is worse than knowing that your son
Yes,
is
disgusting.
tugging.
Yeah, absolutely.
'Cause would you rather, if you had a son that's 14, 15, starts tugging it?
Extremely.
Bit late.
If you
Mate, before you hit double digits.
if you came along the rags first, which would you be more annoyed about? Especially if they were.
I hate the rags. I hate the use.
I think I just find it funny.
You'd find them, yeah.
I think I'd just be like, "This is."
Would you put
fucking
them? Would you put
disgusting.
them back and
You
just?
horrible little monkey?
Would it be a kind of
Stinks
oh
in
shit?
here.
I don't want him to know that I know about the rags. Well,
Yeah.
would you put them back where you found them, or would you bin them because they are gross and they are probably maybe causing mold and
I'd add my own to send a message.
you'd add to it. You start adding to
Well,
them.
you might notice your cum box is full. You
know-
need to up your numbers.
You might want to throw that out the window.
Check the
You
Walls
might
ice
wanna-
cream box.
Throw it out onto the main road this time.
God,
No,
I'm trying to get the train.
I'll
shows
say,
him-
if there's ever the opportunity, I'll introduce you to this person because they told it the story
I don't want to meet this person.
in a very funny way.
I don't need to meet this
I
person.
don't want to associate
There's
that
not
story
just
with a
that as
person.
well.
No.
There's more.
There's so many more stories. This person, basically, does a stand-up LARP act where they tell stories about their character, but they change all of the meanings to be different things. But it's very obviously laden. And I know two people that went to school with this guy, and when he was telling certain stories, they were like, "This is a real one. This is real." And I was just like, "This is horrendous." And then like the stories would get worse and worse, and he's like, "3 of these stories are real," and you're just like, "Please don't make it be this one." It's funny. It's very funny. Basically a comedian, but yeah, no, it's yeah. I know. I don't think there was anything bad parenting wise. I think that kids are just stupid, aren't they? Sometimes.
Yeah,
And,
you learn shit from schoolmates, which
I don't
is
think-
just
yeah.
really out of proportion.
Like-
And yeah,
TV shows and films back then like really misled us as well. You know, like American Pie and all those sort of things. Like they give you a
No one's
completely
fucking pies.
warped,
No one's
completely
fucking sexy
warped
pie.
view of like what teenage sexuality should be.
That's just most of those guys were in their mid-20s when they filmed it,
Yeah,
pretending to be high schoolers.
yeah, funny.
it was
funny.
always in like a fratty way.
Mm-hmm.
House parties.
Anyway, I'm still waiting.
Still waiting for.
The one.
Yeah,
I haven't done it yet.
not
We haven't done
pre-marriage,
what had a
obviously.
wank yet.
No.
That's fair. When is an appropriate time for a 37-year-old to start? Maybe best not. Just don't bother at this
Start
stage.
now. I'm worried about the plug that would come out. Sorry, I spat there.
The plug.
What do you mean?
The
Like,
build
the
up.
build-up plug. Like there's like it's like the end of a hot glue gun.
Like when you've used super glue and it's just like fully like sealed at the top.
Yeah. You have to squeeze
And you need to pop
the
that
plug
out.
at the start.
If it was like that, that'd be horrible.
You're like passing a
Like
kidney
popping a
stone.
cork. Just, I knew the first one back would be painful. But that is ridiculous.
That is excruciating.
Yeah, like a potato gun. Someone said.
It's so gross. Oh my god.
Well, that sounds like a medical condition. That sounds like a problem.
Well, yeah, no, some animals get it. So I know reptiles can get it. Reptiles can get sperm plugs.
Plugs.
So,
Really? So it just seals a little kind of.
Yeah,
like a
and sometimes you
cork.
have to like tug it out. I've tugged a few out in my time. They're like stinky plugs.
Wanked off a lizard.
I haven't wanked off a lizard.
Well, it sounds like you. Sounds like you literally wanked off
No,
a lizard.
they come up. They have a little tail that sometimes sticks out of their cloaca.
So you pulled that out.
I didn't pull it. I held it with a little bit of like stuff, so it like pinned it to the place, and then as it moves off, it kind of pulls it out of them.
Right.
So fucking gross.
It's not as gross as expressing a dog's anal glands.
I don't do that.
Yeah, well, nut up and do it.
Someone
How
has
about
to.
that?
You pay someone to do it.
I'm not sending a lizard to the vets to do a bit of plug removal. I can do that.
It's
Yeah,
the
that's
fact
stink-
that you
much
have to
stinkier.
do that. It's gross.
Yeah, well, that's animal husbandry for you, isn't it? That's why they call it husbandry. You got to be married to the job.
Yeah. I mean, you don't
True.
have to jerk them off.
Lizards, you can't physically be jerked
It's
off.
not. They can't be jerked off because what? Rub the hole.
Because they
rub
don't
the
really
cloaca?
have like a prosthesis. or whatever
rim
you
the
wanna call it.
cloaca.
They have these. I mean, honestly, if you ever see a lizard penis, it looks fucking bizarre. They come out and they're like these external glands kind
He's
of get
Googling it.
pressed out. But what's weirder is that like they move almost like of their own accord, so that like they look like an alien. Really, very strange. So they look like a sea slug. Maybe it's a way to describe it.
What's those urchin creatures that are like the sea penis?
You don't like the look of a lizard's.
Oh, he's showing that. Oh, he's got a penis up. Oh, oh god, it looks like an uncut umbilical cord. It's kind of a. Ew. There's a weird fleshiness to it. It's like really. I mean, obviously, as you'd expect, but it's like when you first see like those coiled penises of a.
Apparently, it became a black market
what's called
craze.
coiled penis?
Lizard dick.
Yeah.
Lizard dick. What now?
It's a National Geographic article about how lizard genitalia became black market craze.
Yeah,
Poor
everything
things.
does at some point, doesn't it? You know, that's why the hunters
Try
try
and get
to
on.
extinction.
Eat some bugs. You know, be a lizard. Eat some bugs. Get on with it. That's what they're just trying to do.
Just get on with it.
Maybe eat a bird if you're a
Someone
big
pull
one.
this plug out.
I don't know where that came from. That was just the worry of having a plug when you ejaculate. That is worrying. That is a worrying thought now.
Like a mortar.
So what you're saying is you need to keep it lubricated, keep it going, never stop.
We do say that that's probably a good thing to do, yeah, in terms of
Prostate health.
Prostate health, that's
They
it.
say
yes.
prostate health. You should at least.
Yeah.
Is how many times? 6 or 7 a day.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm trying to keep those numbers
Every
going.
couple
It's
hours.
quite difficult. Just
21
if
a
you
day.
have anything on.
21 a week?
21 a week that's insane.
21 a week. Christ.
It's a lot, isn't
That's
it?
3 a day.
It gets difficult. It's
It's like meals. It's like meal time.
Do you remember our,
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
remember our mate in school that
pre-dinner.
bragged about how many times they did it in one day?
I think he did 7, didn't he?
7 in one day.
Seven.
What's happening at the end of that? 5, 6, and 7 of those is dust. You're
Not dust, though. Horrible red weeping soreness.
red. It's just bursts of blood.
It's not worth it.
You've got to stop when you see
I was
red.
going for 10.
You
It's
have
just
to
not
stop when
worth
you
it.
see
Oh,
red.
God.
Yeah, that's grade 7. It's a lot.
7.
That's dedicated. I'm sure there's probably a high. 7's a lot. Too many. That's a
I
pepperoni
would
level.
never listen to a podcast like this.
Yeah, but you don't even know what to expect. Yeah, that's the thing. I think
Yeah, you
people
just put it on and hope that whoever else is in the car.
I think,
will.
if you're in a car,
Yeah.
if there are children in the car, it'd be crazy. We don't
I've had
advertise
chat
this to
before.
children specifically, but like, you'll get one where we go deep into like, geopolitics, and then suddenly we're
God, that's
talking
really
about
interesting. Let's
how to
listen
hide
the
your
next
cum
one.
rags and, cum plugs, which, it's kind of crazy
It's
to
a
think
real
of
fit
what
if
that
you
is,
have
but-
lizards.
Yeah,
Or
you
thinking
need to
about
be-
getting them, you got to be up to date on this kind of knowledge. You might be pulling plugs.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a selling point. I guess it's
Selling
stuff you
point.
didn't know. Well, no, not a selling point, but like it's a warning to someone who's looking to get a lizard that you may have to block some holes. And I think that's probably to be expected. They didn't really tell you that when you buy any pets. Really. They're kind of just like,
Oh,
here you
watch
go,
out
then
for
good
semen
luck.
plugs.
I guess you can Google the rest.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's yeah.
Or I guess you just take them to the vets and the vets deal with it, or because you're not putting your finger in your dog's bumhole for the
Only when she eats a lot of grass and she's
you're pulling this out.
sausaging turds together.
Sausaging her turds together.
As in, like,
what is that?
there's
It's a technical term, sausage.
so once she poops,
Together.
she's eating a lot of long grass.
Yeah.
It's gone.
That grass is causing a tendril
Linkage.
blockage to
You shouldn't pull it
more
though.
that's in
Never pull
bum.
the
Yeah.
grass.
You have to-
Apparently.
Well, it's dangling, so you have to kind of fish it out. That's so gross. But yeah, needs must.
Yeah. I prefer to unblock a tiny little sperm plug than handle dog shit.
Handle dog shit.
We don't have to.
You don't have to handle it with your bare hands. You do have to handle it with a thin, very thin piece of plastic.
Same deal, in my opinion.
I've got to grab
every day, twice at least.
I've got a claw thing that's like arm length.
Yeah.
And I put it into a bin, and I've got a tall bin now, which is similar to baby nappy bins, where it twists and puts the poop into a bag.
Right.
underneath.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
make it as nice as possible.
You just get a cricket bat.
I just twist
Get
mine.
a cricket bat.
Twist mine, spin them really hard, and fling them.
It's when it
Shout
rains.
Xena Warrior Princess.
Mostly into the harbour.
When it's raining and they poop,
Yeah.
and it's like soaked poop.
Yeah.
Not good.
That's when you want the cricket bat.
Because
Yeah,
you're,
but don't
you're
you,
grabbing
you're
it
not
with a
getting
claw.
you're getting it after the fact in the garden, aren't you?
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah. But if you're
So that's
trying to
why it will
grab
be a
and it's
sodden
all
kind of like,
sodden,
you
or
know,
she's got
like a spoiled
the
dessert,
shit,
yeah.
and you're just grabbing it liquid.
You ever attempted to use a wet and dry vacuum
Mm.
and just use it for that only?
That would be an interesting. I mean,
That would
I
stink.
couldn't take on a dog walk. You couldn't take on a dog walk.
Imagine that.
No, the wet one's the
The
worst. 'Cause you
barrel
have to
in
walk.
there with-
Sometimes you have to go around with kitchen
It's
towel.
a one-use vacuum cleaner.
You're there padding the ground with a kitchen towel. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just
Well, that's good.
sloppy.
I'm
You
glad
should,
you've done
really.
that. Yeah, you should. I hate when
Because it's
people
just
leave
otherwise
like,
it's
shit
it's a sloppy cow pat for someone to stomp in.
yeah.
It's not. Yeah, it's not really something we should talk about. I guess 'cause people are probably pretty gross.
What else is
out.
there to talk about? What else has
I
been
don't
good?
know. I
I've
don't know.
talked
Well, we
about
need to
my
move away
highlights,
from
the Dremel of my toenail. So
the drum. Yeah, the disgusting toenail thing. Snorting the toenails. Cum plugs.
No, mine was snorting foot skin, not toenails.
Snorting foot
Not
skin.
an animal.
that's why you wet sand. It catches all the dust.
Oh, is that why? Is it? Yeah.
So you wet sanded your toenails. How often are you doing this?
I've done it once.
Once. You did it enough to. Okay, so you sorted it out.
Yeah.
And then
Ever since.
however long it takes to grow back. Do you think it will grow back with the ridges?
Maybe, but then I'll just take a hammer to it.
Flatten her out.
Yeah.
Panel-
Bam.
panel beater.
Nail falls off.
He's a panel beater.
Start
I
again.
don't think I'd miss if someone if I
Yeah.
I could take all my toenails off.
What do you mean?
What am I missing? Why do I
Like-
need those? Well, I'm not clawing anything. I'm not. What's the need for toenails?
Does it
protected.
protect your toes against breaks? Maybe. Also, just going back to the whole wet
Maybe.
sanding at the
Why
bottom
do
of my
we
feet.
have toenails?
Is it structural rigidity? Is that what we're talking about here?
They're left over from our tree climbing
Cree triming.
from my ancestors, evolving from claws into flat protective plates that
Nice.
shield the delicate skin and nerve endings. So
Okay.
you'd have nerve endings that were exposed. You probably callous
I've
over
had
a
a couple of
bit.
toenails come off before.
Yeah, me too.
It was
Mine
alright.
grew back like
I kind of preferred it when it was smoothed over.
it was quite nice in it. So after the pain,
It felt quite satisfying because it was quite a clean, smooth spot.
Who the fuck is using toenails to climb trees?
well, they weren't like that.
At the same
used to
time, they
be
were cutting
much
off
harder and
chicken
thicker.
heads and
Right, you're
It
saying that
feels
there was
like-
a species of evolution that we
just
a period of
stopped
evolution
climbing trees.
and then became Homo sapiens.
Yeah, and they started flattening out and just became a protective
Total
shield.
nonsense, isn't it?
It is utter nonsense. That's why I'm a
It doesn't make-
creationist.
It's total nonsense. We've just been genetically engineered numerous times.
Well, you've seen Prometheus,
Can you
right?
think about how silly it would look if you just went out? In fact, saying that on the way here, I did see a guy completely like just wearing shorts in this weather,
yeah.
just running down the street. But
Skin is waterproof.
yeah, but like, would you imagine just looking up at a tree and seeing like several naked men climbing it and using their toes dug in,
Hard
and
to
then
believe,
their
isn't it?
dicks are like brushing against the bark, and it's like, what the fuck am I watching?
Well, apes do
And
it.
what are they up there for? What are they getting?
Honey.
Like a bear.
He knows. You look a little bit
They're
further up.
scooping
And
into.
you see
Oh
there's,
right,
a,
of
there's a
course.
hive up there.
They're disturbing hives, scooping.
I
honey out.
see. I see.
What are those naked men climbing that tree for?
Oh,
of course, honey.
So for the honey, of course.
Of course, that's so normal. That's so
Yeah.
normal
And
to
to
see.
get away from predators, of course.
Well, yeah, no, yeah. There was a guy.
Big cats.
Wasn't there something posted the other day? There
Grizzlies.
was a guy who was literally stuck in a tree for several hours because there was a tiger
Yeah,
watching
I
him.
saw that. They look like a good.
It was
tree
mental how
climber.
like camouflaged that fucking tiger was.
Yeah, but also how firm a grip that person had on that tree. I guess you would in that scenario.
You do it as long
But
as
like
you
he
need
had
to
the
do it
phone
for.
out and was filming.
Yeah.
Wild.
No one's going to remember this unless I film it.
This
Yeah.
is crazy.
It'll just be a headline, just like man gets
Upload.
attacked by
Yeah.
tiger in woods.
Yeah.
praying for monetization and not death here.
Turn monetization on
Instagram Live activate.
Send diamonds now.
Sometimes I'm about to slip my grip.
Ah!
The bark is giving in.
Send diamonds.
Somebody can look on my throne list and send me a ladder. I was just thinking about wet, dry sanding. The problem
good,
with wet sanding the bottom of your feet is you're going to have to use it as a spread. It's not going to be snortable.
So you want to ingest
Well, I'm going to have to do
the
something
skin
with it.
dust?
I'm going to have to do something with it. Up until now, I've been snorting it, but if I'm using the wet dry, then that's going to be like a paste. So it's only going to be good for spreading on bread, probably.
That's so gross.
Yeah, well,
That's disgusting.
but it will stop the whole like aerated skin smell.
Stop thinking about that.
So
Why
you-
did you?
It's quite fun sanding your feet, isn't it?
I've not done it. I've
You've
only
done it with your
trebled my
toenail.
Have you
toe.
used like a pumice before on the dry skin?
Yeah, I've had a verruca before as well, and you have to
Scrub.
pumice stone that.
Did you?
Yeah,
I just used that acid and burnt it. Like the
it
whole.
was pre-acid.
You were just
As
pumice
in,
stoning
like
the
when
thing.
you're young, you don't really have acid on your.
You don't use
don't know.
like an apple core.
Oh, I'd love to. I mean, they'd be extremely satisfying, but they're quite painful, aren't
An
they?
apple core?
Yeah.
Yeah, an apple core would be insane. You're literally just cutting out your foot.
I'm guessing you've had many verrucas. Probably fewer now. You don't go to public swimming pools.
Yeah, I think it was all
Um,
public
I'm always in
swimming
a public
pools.
swimming pool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I
Yeah,
don't-
but
I
usually
don't
it's
know, I don't even know where the local
more as a
swimming pool is.
spectator than a swimmer.
Yeah, I was a sideline. I had my socks on.
Um,
Socks on always.
I'll just sit here.
but yeah, I always fantasized about like coring out a verruca out of my foot. I think it'd be so satisfying to just see that hole just like get
The
cut
pain
out.
of like cutting your foot open there.
Yeah,
that would
obviously the
be
pain stopped me.
That would overwrite the fantasy, surely.
Well, the acid stuff. After a while, the whole thing just falls out, doesn't it? So you do get that experience eventually.
The freezing thing is cool. I think.
Yeah,
You ever have one frozen off,
I have. Yeah,
like a wart?
yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, warts as well.
Yeah.
I get a lot less warts now. I don't
get
like
warts.
regularly handle toads from
Yeah.
rivers and lakes.
Yeah.
They definitely give you warts.
Or lick a shared strawberry condom.
That's what gave me the warts.
Probably.
Shared. Was everyone having a go on it?
Yeah, it was like a chocolate fountain. It was stretched over a lampshade and we were all looking at it.
Oh, mine tastes like
Like that
Snoresbury's.
scene in Willy Wonka. They're licking
Yeah,
wall
they're all
paper.
Yeah.
smashing their
This
faces.
condom
against the wall.
tastes like strawberries. This condom, oh, this is a ribbed condom. This is just texture.
Anyway, is there any UFO news? Have you
There's so
been
much
following the
it's,
UFO
it's almost
stuff recently?
exhausting. I'm like, there's all sorts of fucking drones all over the place. I'm sure you've seen that. There's like
Yeah.
Danish airports are closing down, and it's now pretty fucking
There was
confusing.
a pyramid-shaped UFO seen flying over US in broad daylight recently.
Yeah,
How recent?
This is of 29th of September, which we're recording this on the 3rd of October. Now, obviously, we can't
Pyramid.
show you the footage. You're listening to it. You're
UFO.
listening to a podcast, which is quite obviously an audio-based platform, but it looks kind of
Oh,
like a
yeah?
tent. It's also like a
Texas, broad
pyramid-shaped
daylight.
tent, if you will.
it's
which-
incredibly confusing because
Anything
basically
flying,
every
yeah.
nation, every
Yeah.
developed nation on the planet now has many different kinds of drones. We know about some of them. We're definitely not going to know about others. And they're excellent reconnaissance vehicles. So there's every chance that the highest tech stuff is usually reconnaissance, right? That's where the Blackbird came from. That's where the B-2, U-2 spy planes came from. So there's every chance that this is high-tech reconnaissance.
Or a weather balloon.
No, it's unlikely to be that. It's not because and the other thing is consumer-based drones as well. But so there's ships and submarine-launched reconnaissance drones. Most countries probably have as well. So they're launching all this shit. You know, there could be a war on the horizon. Could be several wars on the horizon. So it'd be a great time to surveil lots of bases. The thing is, we do have satellites. Lots of countries have satellites. So you can, and the optics are incredible. Like so, the US. China, Russia, they probably all have incredibly high resolution satellite cameras as well that you could easily surveil airfields with, easily surveil naval ports
Don't
with.
need it in our atmosphere. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it seems a little odd. But I mean, then you got to think about, well, okay, why would an adversary or why would somebody want people to be on edge to make them feel nervous that they're being watched, right? So you could send low-tech drones in just to fuck with the populace, which, you know, is not out of the playbook of many other wars. So, yeah, my educated answer is fuck knows what's going on. But there is certainly lots and lots of things going on in the sky. We've got that giant meteor, that giant interstellar object.
That's what's saying, yeah.
Is it
Well, headline says mysterious-
I3 Atlas, is it called?
Yeah, 3i
3i
Atlas.
Atlas.
This is a website called al.com,
Yeah.
which I don't know the verification of it, but the headline is mysterious object entering solar system much larger than previously thought. Could be alien technology.
So this happened the last time there was a large interstellar object coming into our solar system. Everyone was like, it's an alien. Doesn't look like it was.
Surely anything that's not from here is alien to us. That's
yeah,
what it
but
means.
then,
That's
you
what I
know,
mean.
there's lots of
Alien
shit.
intelligence, right?
Intelligent alien technology.
Yeah, some sort of probe. I mean, it is very big. It has a
Yeah.
very unusual... the thing is, I don't know what's real anymore. Like, because
What do
the
you mean?
amount of Reddit shit that I've consumed and the way that it's so clearly offering more and more of that to you, you have to reasonably at some point go, okay, I've probably been polluted to the point where my opinion is completely unusable.
Well, yeah. What stage do you think you would believe it? Like, because obviously
When I see
these
something.
images could just be AI,
yeah,
could all just be made up. You've got to be out there and see it for yourself, first-hand
You
experience.
do.
Otherwise, and that's applies to anything. You know, that's
Yeah.
why again we don't believe doctors, 'cause
Buy a
unless you have the
telescope.
medical knowledge yourself, there's no point in believing
Sorry.
in doctors.
yeah.
Hold on. You don't believe in doctors?
Hmm?
Is that what you just said?
Well, unless I think first-hand, well, as we have been taught, you know, most recently in the last 5-10 years,
Yeah.
don't trust experts. Experts have spent and wasted
I
most
see.
of their time learning something that we don't know about, but we don't know that they know
Well, what they're learning
that
is
they
even
know
makes
what,
sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I just normally just wing it, Google it if
Why do you think I'm dremeling my toenail?
precisely
Doesn't
instead
trust
of going to a
doctors.
I
doctor,
don't trust the doctor.
Doesn't
with my
trust
toenail.
sorting
nail
himself out.
technicians. He doesn't trust
Exactly.
nail
He knows Dremel, and Dremel is
Works for me.
a solution.
I see it. I've seen it. I know it exists. I know my toenail. I've dremeled it, and I've fixed my own problem.
Do you think that there are thousands of intelligent life forms out there on different planets?
Thousands.
I think
At least.
it's so vast and
there's-
confusing, and the fact that we exist at all ourselves is a testament to something else could be out there as well in many different
Well, that's
forms.
a
you know?
logical leap there, Ross.
Look at the
assuming
weird
that we
octopus
exist.
in the sea and the intelligence that they show. It's pretty weird.
Well,
And I
there's
feel like we don't even know the fucking ocean as much as we know our.
not like
solar
James
system.
Cameron does.
Not like James. He bloody knows it.
Well,
Well, I reckon they were fucking. I reckon he was fucking looking for stuff. I honestly do.
Probably.
Stuff. Sorry,
Yeah,
that's
because
broad.
the-
he was down there looking at stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like looking for underwater aliens.
Really? You did, well, I mean, yeah, maybe.
Well, because it's again.
He did direct. Wait, no, that's Ridley. I was going to say. He
No,
directed.
Avatar was James Cameron.
Avatar was James Cameron, but I was thinking. I almost said he
Interstellar?
directed Alien, but he didn't.
Oh,
That
Alien,
was
right?
Bloody Ridley Scott, wasn't it?
So James Cameron is clearly has an alien fetish, as proven by
Oh,
the
because
Avatar films.
oh, yeah, 'cause he wants to
Aliens.
fuck them and tether to them.
He wants to tether.
Prometheus.
He wants to feel their feelings.
no, that's Ridley Scott.
Yeah, and Avatar, the four movies.
So
And Robin
Titanic.
Hood.
And
Robin
Titanic.
Hood.
and Titanic.
Titanic loves to see.
Robin
Loves
Hood.
to see Robin Hood. Which
Robin
one?
Hood.
Well, that was Ridley Scott again.
That's Ridley
I was gonna
Scott.
say which Robin.
Not the same guy.
It's all Ridley. I keep going back to Ridley. I apologize.
So yeah, there's a lot of eyewitness accounts of things coming out of the ocean. There's lots of probably absolute nonsense alien talk about how there's all sorts of stuff under the ocean.
Atlantis.
A lot of these mystery drones and strange things that look like drones flying over bases that we can't quite work out what they are. There is a lot of I don't know what you call it. I don't want to call it chatter. I don't want to call it anything that makes it sound, you know, anything other than larping
Conjecture.
online. You know, exactly. Yeah, like people could just be really good at. Well, they are really good at creative writing and come up with stuff and then post it as a real theory. But basically, you know, there's.
Well, you wouldn't want
there's
to take
this-
someone's free speech away, would you?
well, no, there's this idea that there's a big factory basically that floats around the deepest parts of our ocean that puts out these drones, right? These little drones, these drones, and then they go around either
So it's
surveilling.
just trawling the bottom of
protecting.
the ocean.
Yeah, it's moving
Spitting
around
them out.
underwater because it's really, really hard to detect things underwater, right? It really is. Like we regularly use submarines in the military because they are literally undetectable. The US parked 2 submarines off of the coast, one of the Russian coasts recently, and they can't do fucking anything about it. They can't. Like it's impossible to detect certain things underwater. So it's a great place to hide. There's enough space under the water to hide more than we have on land. You know, you can hide entire civilizations under the ocean. So like, yeah, realistically, if you're like, right, where would you hide something? Under the ocean's a good idea. Typically, obviously, pressure and light and all those other things are usually issues. But if you have energy, the other thing is there's loads and loads of minerals under the ocean as well. So you have all those like the undersea mining that was going on recently, or like lots of trying to get permits for undersea mining. I don't know if you've heard about this. This isn't just drilling. This is collecting like the geos, the little like
Filtering it
rocks.
from the water.
So on in deep ocean, minerals and rocks clump together in these like nodules, right? These nodules that can range from anywhere from like the size of a football to bigger to smaller.
Wow.
But there are shitloads of them, and they naturally accumulate on the bottom of the ocean. And there'll be things like lithium. There'll be things like manganese, whatever it's called. There'll be even things like gold down
Is it
there.
literally like those survival games where you walk around and all these different bits are around on the floor?
Yeah.
So
Have a look at
that's-
undersea nodules.
That's
So
a
ba-
sphere of manganese.
So it's a new form of, well, not new, it's been probably around for about a decade, but it's a form of undersea mining that essentially goes around and just sucks them all up and then extracts the metals.
So a big vacuum.
Yeah, a big vacuum, essentially. But it's quite controversial, understandably.
picturing the
so,
one
because
from
it destroys
Teletubbies.
ecosystems.
Yeah.
You know the one from Teletubbies?
Yeah.
Nunu.
I'm picturing that and
Is it
picturing
Nunu?
Snoo.
Nunu.
I'm picturing that one on the seafloor just slurping up all these nature's nodules.
Polymetallic nodules,
Yep.
hydrothermal vents, ferromanganese crust,
Yeah.
sulfide deposits.
I'd fucking hate to work on those kind of things. So,
It would
like,
suck.
it's just so like people have to clean the bottom of like oil rigs. That's crazy.
Intense.
That's
But
nuts.
incredible. Amazing.
It's amazing that we have the technology to do those things.
And the people brave enough to do it.
It literally looks like some of these operations have the equivalent of a digger just literally put into the ground, put underwater, and they have like a track on them. They look like a surface vehicle, but
they-
just underwater.
But they're rated for like 2,000 meters deep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, so there's all sorts of that sort of stuff going on. But yeah, people were like, oh, well, underwater would make sense because you could reclaim loads and loads of minerals for building things as well. If you were, trying
You
to
got one of the
manufacture
expense versus retrieval.
Worth
I guess
it.
that has to be worth it, doesn't it?
Well, because as things become more scarce or more used, then the price and the value of exploiting them. That's why asteroid mining is becoming a thing.
Sure, it's easy just to invade another country, take theirs.
Well, that's running out, isn't it? Well, it's not,
Well,
but that's
dunno.
running out. There's more oil on the planet than we'll ever use, apparently, as well. Like we're not going to use all the oil that we have. But anyway, I've moved entirely away from the completely sensible discussion on aliens, and we're back into the
Thank
petrochemical
you.
mining industry.
Let's get back on the serious stuff.
you know,
But yeah, no, I do think that there's probably some wacky shit going on, but I also think that there's also some national shit going on. But I do think that
would you let them, if they created drones small enough, would you let them put them inside you to find out if there's an ailment or something?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
a tiny little
you're talking about nanomachines.
nanomachines.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're talking
What's
about
that
Like drones
film
they shove up
where
your nose
they-
or down your throat.
What's
That's
the film
cool.
where they shrink?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck, what's
the
it
Magic
called?
School Bus.
No.
It's
There's
where he's in a submarine.
in a
and goes inside
submarine.
the
It
human
goes
body.
inside a human body.
Life Aquatic of Steve Zissou.
Zissou's Life
That's not,
Aquatic.
is it?
No, it
Don't
was
think
something
it's
else.
a movie.
I don't know what that one is.
I don't know.
Just
But-
naming.
Yes, I would allow a little man that's shrunken down in his tiny
Inner
vessel
Space was what it was called, apparently.
in a space
Yeah.
Okay.
to go inside me. And
Although
figure out-
Fantastic Voyage is that's
Fantastic Voyage sounds more like the
Yeah.
thing I've seen. Fantastic.
That was a
Voyage.
great film.
Yeah. So that you just go in. Pillcam. Yeah, I mean that
Pill
kind of
cam
already
is
exists.
pretty much that's
You
where
swallow
it's
a
it's
pill,
where it's going. That's a chunky
it's got
pill,
a
but
camera.
yeah. That's.
I've swallowed bigger than that.
How do you control the? I mean, is it a 360 cam? Do we know if it's?
I imagine it's a form of.
Actually, no. Inner
you can
Space.
drive it. So
Inner
Craig's
Space was
saying
the
you
one
can
you
drive it.
thought
That's,
of, Drop.
that's great.
They can drive it.
That's pretty cool.
According to Craig,
Yeah.
they have a little remote control and they can drive these little pill cams around.
I like that.
I guess some of
The
them
colon
are
2.
submerged in either acid or whatever in the bowels. and stuff.
Yeah.
Inner Space with Dennis Quaid. I think
Dennis
that's the one
Quaid,
you're
nice.
thinking about. That was more recent. The other one, Fantastic Voyage, is slightly older. But
I remember the older one though.
Yeah. Well, they're both
Yeah.
good.
Do you think those will be consumer market PillCam colon 2? Do you think you just get those for just home use, just to be like, I'm gonna have a little look?
Yeah, there's loads of like
And
tests,
then
lab flow tests and Boots now that you can get all sorts of tests done now. Have you noticed that? There's like 6 or 7 different things you can test yourself for. Sperm count. I wouldn't bother with you.
really, you can just pop a little
and,
sperm count in the clinic, just the pharmacy.
Oh yeah, you just
You,
bring
just-
in
you can bring in your
Rags,
your box.
fresh rags.
I do
The
it.
rag has to be less than a day old.
They told me to use a crisp packet.
Oh,
But I
Salt
didn't
and
realize you were
vinegar.
meant to eat the crisp.
Salt and vinegar crisp packet.
Salt and shake. But yeah, no, yeah, you can get all sorts of tests now. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, if nothing else, medical science, we can hope will continue to progress. And
At least, yeah. In
Can we volunteer to be the first guys
First
to be
world
shrunk
countries.
down into a little vessel that
I don't want to be
drives through a
smaller.
body?
I
you want
don't
to be shrunken
small.
down. What if you didn't know you could be resized again?
I wouldn't say
Or
yes.
realistically, some parts of you won't resize correctly, so there'll be organs that are just tiny.
Oh no.
And he's like, my heart was
I think
You
I'd instantly die.
You die
yeah.
immediately. Yeah.
Do you think we're smart enough to live a long time? As in, let's say you live 1,000 years.
1,000. That's really far beyond what we currently can.
Okay, let's say that 300.
300. Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
living 300. When I say,
That's
do you think
3
we're smart
times.
enough? Because I think that the concept of living that long would eventually make you sort of lose.
I think you'd unravel.
Yeah, you'd lose grip on like what's meaningful.
Yeah.
Because of the length of time of things, right?
Purpose
Like,
would be difficult
Yeah.
to quantify, and I think you would unravel.
yeah.
Why? Why do you think that is? Surely, if it
Because
became the
even
norm,
living
if it
this
became
long-
the societal norm, you'd just I mean,
Even living to 37, you start to ask questions about the nature of the world and like the nature of
stressful.
life, and you're just like, "What the fuck is this?" You know,
if
like,
you could be healthy at an age, if you were 150 and you're still kind of healthy, that's middle age.
but you could be healthy but stuck in a goddamn prison.
But
camp.
now there's trillions of people on the planet. Because you're living to
dense.
your
It's
100.
not trillions of people.
Well, no, there will be if you're all living to 150 to 300.
Apparently, we're going to
think
hit
we'll
about
just-
11 billion, and it's going to start to decline. Apparently.
Yeah, we're
already started.
hitting our
But
peak.
if we were hitting if the average
It's 300
lifespan
years.
is 300 years, so there's loads of people are on the planet, loads more.
Yeah, there would be. Yeah,
More
you're right.
generations
yeah.
of people, yeah.
Yeah, so,
Unless it was just kind of like I'm kind of done.
We set a rule.
On my 200th birthday, I'm out.
Yeah.
well, about having kids though, isn't it?
It's-
As well.
yeah.
How often are you allowed to? How
How
long?
many
are you,
cycles of your life do you have kids and raise them?
Maybe you have to eat them in order to stay alive.
Well, the children.
Yeah, you have to harvest their plasma.
That makes no sense.
I was rewatching Silicon Valley recently, and even back in like 2009 or wherever it was made, there's a billionaire character in there who's got a blood boy, and they're doing the whole like I'm being infused
guy-
with
yeah,
his
yeah.
blood to make me healthier, and it's just hilarious that now like plasma
real. I think they made
treatments
that joke
actually
about
do seem like real. Yeah,
that
yeah.
billionaire
Based on
guy's
some
blood
form
boy.
of theory.
Yeah.
Wasn't his blood boy his
yeah.
son?
Yes, and
Ah.
he also donated his plasma to his dad. So it was a
Oh yeah, he had that
three
sack of his own plasma as well that he
Yeah.
drained out of his
which is
body.
wild, right?
Three-way blood fest.
Three-way blood fest. Couldn't live like that. I
I hate
like-
needles.
Yeah.
I
Well,
fucking
yeah,
hate
I'm not going
needles.
to get my plasma removed unless it's like
Well, just the idea, like,
necessary.
in order to live for as long as he's hoping to live, this Brian Johnson guy, the strictness of his lifestyle seems just.
Not worth it.
Although
not
as a test, it's good.
I mean, yeah, he can be a guinea pig to
Go
make
for
it
it,
easier
but
for
like
everybody else.
your
sure.
life is going to be, it doesn't sound fun.
Ultimately, I want that pod in
Sounds shit.
Prometheus where you go in and it fixes your medical problems and you come out again. It's like, oh, I've just
Yeah,
zapped
yeah.
your cancer away.
Well, I always wonder what access billionaires have to sort of secret knowledge and how that might motivate them, right? So like James Cameron diving down in the submarine to find the aliens because somebody somewhere has told that billionaire, oh, actually we do think there actually might be something under the water, but nobody's got the equipment to do it. Okay, well, I'm going to go do it. With people like Brian Johnson is his name? With them, perhaps somebody's told him, mate, if you can last another 20 years in good health, like, I reckon we can make you live to 300. Give us enough money.
He genuinely believes that. He thinks
Yeah.
we're on the cusp of like, you just got to live long enough until there is.
That's not Brian Johnson.
No,
Sorry,
that's
an image
the-
just
that's
popped
the
up.
singer of
That's the
AC/DC.
singer of ACDC.
Yeah.
There's him and-
Weirdly, he looks a little bit like Craig. I'm seeing
does
Craig
look
in
a
his
bit Craigie,
eyes.
yeah.
I think it's just the blue eyes.
I think it's the androgynous nature.
I don't see Craig in it. So that is kind of terrifying.
It's kind of the
He's
eyes, it's the
staring at me
mouth,
right
it's
now.
the eyes. Yeah.
I think Craig still looks more like the kid from Love Actually.
Yeah. Craig's more jacked
With
than
the drum
that as
kit.
well. Craig's
way more jacked than Brian
Yeah,
Johnson.
Yeah, he still gets ID'd for Red Bull, so
Yeah.
he's doing
how
well.
youthful
He's
he
doing
is.
well. He's doing
Totally
well. He's
youthful.
youthful.
Craig just does it naturally. Brian Johnson's like doing this strict regime with scientists.
Yeah,
Craig just wakes up, has a meal deal,
Has a Red Bull.
yeah, pops a Red Bull. Then just
lives to
his
300.
ID's out. Fresh,
I got to go
ready
to the
go.
shop and he's forgotten his ID.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, if I could live longer but know that it's healthy and my mind won't unravel, there's like really good therapy to coincide with
Yeah.
living longer
Yeah.
and to fix mental health problems, which I think is an epidemic, then yeah, I'll take the pill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more likely anyone who's survived that long will just fight in many wars.
That's interesting. And you'd get government sponsored like stuff, wouldn't you? Like that. There's again something I liked about Alien Earth, which I know has not had the greatest critical reception.
Yes.
But there's right at the last episode, which I just recently watched, no spoilers here, but there are cyborgs in this world and there are synths in this world. And that's what makes me interested in it, to be honest with you. It's really well done, really well handled.
Where's the line?
The two main actors who represent like the synth and the cyborg within it
Spoilers.
are really, really great. And in it, at the end they talk about how like cyborgs essentially are partly not government property, corporation property, because their implants are so expensive to maintain.
They own you.
Yeah, they own you. It's like renting a phone, you know, you got
to pay that debt off.
Yeah, but you are more than human. You're superhuman, and like what would the trade off be?
What's the cost?
And in Alien Earth, yeah, one of them, the cyborg in question, is essentially a mercenary.
Need to do this job.
Yeah, I have to keep going. So yeah, being like oh God, you want to get into real not conspiracy theory shit. China is experimenting with CRISPR and genome splicing without any kind of medical oversight, and they already have proven time.
What's wrong? Are you jealous?
Not jealous, because the people they're experimenting on are probably getting absolutely fucked up. But you could, for example, try and genetically engineer a person so they could see wider light spectrums. So things like birds of prey can see the infrared spectrum, and genetically engineer a person to have more cones in their eyes, or perhaps have to be able to see a wider bandwidth of light. And that'd be incredibly useful, because the way night vision works is by intensifying the wider spectrum and running it through a conversion, so that essentially we can see it on our eyes as visible light. But if you could just expand the eye's capability to see infrared light, infrared is like in our atmosphere than regular light is, so essentially that's why you can see at night with infrared sensors. Like, it would make sense to genetically engineer a soldier to be able to see at night, because one of the greatest advantages...
How are they watching a film? Is it going to be...
Well, exactly. Yeah, you wouldn't. Exactly. Essentially, you'd become, your entire purpose is to soldier. Like that is it. But then you'd be an absolute god at your job, because the main difference in the last 20 to 30 years that the Western world's armies has had over other armies is the ability to see at night. The Americans designed their entire military operations to operate at night, like, you know, the Afghanistan wars, all those sort of stuff. The main advantages were using night vision. And so, yeah, I think there's very likely that there could be governments doing very nefarious shit that is completely outside of any kind of human rights kind of monitoring.
I don't know. All I'm seeing here is there was a scientist in China who gene-edited babies.
Yeah.
Got jailed.
Because he managed to make them immune to HIV, was that right?
I don't know why. However, he's back in the lab as of April 2024.
Yeah.
Now complying with domestic and international laws.
Yeah.
For example, publicly, I guess. They're using discarded human embryos that comply with the rules.
I seem to remember that was like a case where he actually made the two babies like
twins
immune to some disease. I think it was HIV. It might have been something else, but like it was actually kind of like look what I did a good thing. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, but it's good though. And they're like, yeah, but like you've just genetically engineered
ethically
people.
This is
you really
don't know what the long term
let's say the scientist, he's at your house, he's like, I've got something to show you, and then you walk through the door.
A clone.
Oh my god.
I'd be fucking loving it.
Oh my god.
And he said, well, only one of you's got to survive. Leaves a knife on the floor and then walks out the door. Will you kill your clone to survive, or will you think this guy's going to be my legacy?
I try and reason with
I'll
them.
accept death and prestige
Or do a
yourself.
foundation.
Prestige myself.
Because nothing, the prestige thing I never fully got the grasp of the fact that like he is just fucking killing himself constantly.
Yeah.
No, he never knew which one would come out. So it wasn't always.
Oh, right.
They never always died. That was the thing. So it wasn't always him that fell into the vat.
It was sometimes,
it was sometimes him that fell into the vat.
But it's not just like, it's not a quick, it's a drowning.
No, it's awful.
It's
awful way to
and
go.
then he just dumps someone.
Out of
Buddy
all
David
the ways
Bowie.
to go, that's terrible.
Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. But
I take my belt off. I drop my trousers.
You'd be like,
let's do this.
At least before we
come on.
Kick the knife to one side.
What are the chances?
Let's not fight. Let's make love. Make love, not war.
What if this Alex Smith is also like a super jacked, like hyper?
Yeah, he's been improved. Suddenly he takes the shit
looking
off.
at a mirror.
You see a ripped kind of like mega version of yourself, and you're
Okay.
like, "Fuck, okay." But
Damn, I knew these genes could do that, but
just need a little bit of nudge.
do you think you
Just
could
need a
reason
little
with him
bit
to
of
try and be
crystal.
like, "Well, look, we can make this work for
Yeah,
both
definitely.
of us"?
yeah.
Do you think he would also,
Well, it depends if their mind is the
Like-minded,
same
like-
as yours. Yeah.
and when they were produced to the point where your mind stops, and then his mind begins, the refresh point,
Yeah.
because then it's all new memories, and it's no longer working off of what you
I'd
saw
love
that
it
day.
if you could push a button. It was like a synced memory.
Yes, yeah. If you could sync with clones, that'd be quite a cool.
It's like, oh, you got the backup? Nice.
Yeah, just like identical twins can.
Yeah, they've got
Like identical twins can do that.
telepathic connection, don't
Yeah,
they?
well, they see everything. I'm thinking of the one who's got two heads. No, they would see everything.
Finish each other's sentences.
Each other's sandwiches.
Yeah, well, you spend long enough on Reddit around all the alien stuff, and people start talking about psionics, and the human beings' natural abilities to actually have some. Oh God, there's so many people that say remote viewing is real as well. I have no idea how it's meant to work. Like literally,
Remote viewing someone through someone else's eyes.
there's like so many like ex-government programs and like government people that are like, yeah, we made remote viewing work, and I'm like, you're just imagining things. Like they're like, yeah, we would try and find like a downed helicopter in a jungle, and we could get it down to like a really small location in this jungle, and then they would send in ground crews and they could find them, and you're like, that was the remote viewing thing, and I'm like, makes no sense. How do you do that? And they're like, just practice, and I'm like, that's nonsense. I still think it's probably nonsense, but if it's not nonsense, pretty cool.
Let's get practicing.
Apparently, like this is it. So like people are like, yeah, you can practice remote viewing. You can get
You
better
think
at
there'd
it.
be more evidence?
Yeah, exactly. It's just it makes
You can
no
practice
sense.
to get remote viewing.
There would be papers, studies,
Yeah.
peer reviews on
Yeah.
it, and there would be anecdotal evidence, and then remote viewing would be taught if it was beneficial
Yeah,
to
exactly.
society. It's
Exactly.
none of that.
Then
It's
they
all-
wheel out the only certain individuals can do it card,
Sure.
but there are lots of them.
Yeah,
that
of
can
course. And if you just practice, anyone could do it.
Do it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Anyway, speaking of bullshit,
That one's bullshit.
we have to end this bullshit at
Yeah.
some point.
There is a line, and we probably crossed it several times.
Yeah.
I hope nobody was in a car with children,
Sorry.
maybe eating whilst listening to this. I hope, that's.
If you're near an
We haven't done
airport
things-
soon and you see one of those drones, try and knock it down. Maybe put your own drone up and try and film it.
Do
I think
society
they're,
a
re-
service.
they're known for not being very easy to get down
Yeah.
out of the sky.
Apparently.
So
Well, that's because all these countries are
small.
worried about knocking down large aircraft onto civilian areas. Usually,
so they need more accurate kind of lasers.
some of them are really
Pew
big.
them out of the sky.
Some of them are like really big. Apparently,
Hmm.
what the fuck is going on? What's going on?
We don't know, but we will get to the bottom of it in
Yeah,
Hat
we
Chat,
will.
our ongoing saga with reality.
Yeah.
I hope you all enjoyed this. Apologies for the delay.
There's a big gap, wasn't there? Next one's going to be next Thursday.
Yes. So there will be one next week. So you can get back into a rhythm of things with us. And yeah, thank you so much. If you've kept your support going, either through Patreon or the other means like Twitch, YouTube, thank you very much. We
Thank
hope
you.
our return is enough for you. And we thank you eternally because it's one of the few ways we actually are allowed to keep doing this financially.
It really is.
Memberships are the way forward for us. So thank you so much if you are supporting us. And we hope you're getting the value out of that monthly subscription. So yeah,
Indeed.
that's it really.
Such a loud comic smashing sound.
There was like a very loud smashing, and the rain
It's
has
your
stopped.
windows, mate. They're doing your windows.
Do my windows in.
Oh, well.
Bugger.
Well, thanks for listening.
Indeed.
We'll see you all next week. And stay safe out there.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Look up.
Keep your eyes up.
Don't look down. Bye. Hello.
Hello.
We return momentarily because there's some phenomenal
We have
people to read
returned.
out that have subscribed or gifted. In the case of Chris,
Thanks, Chris.
thanks for gifting 5 subbies on Twitch. If you were one of those gifties, make sure you thank them. 'cause that's very generous. Thank you.
Thank you.
60 months from Fluffy Willow. Any plans to play any spooky games this month, boys? Well, we did one yesterday.
Yeah.
We did a little cheeky, spooky one, weird
Shift
one.
at night or
Yes,
something like
yeah.
that. Night shift. That was fun. We'll do some more.
Yeah, what was that called? But yeah, that was actually really funny, so that was good.
Might do more of that, actually. I quite like that.
Which
Oh, it
one?
was
The one
just
that it was a demo, though. That was, yeah,
Wait
so
for
it
the
was
full
just,
release, I guess.
But it's trying to find something that's not, we haven't played to death. I mean,
Yeah.
there's Phasmo, which is always good, but we'll see.
That's true. That's had a huge update. Wilco, Tier 1, 63 months, saying buggered. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice one. Thank you. Thank you.
Ike99 on YouTube with 27 months of membership. Hat Chat's back on the menu, boys. Correct. Thank you. 20
Thank
months
you.
from Elrog 420 or Elrog. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
84 months of membership from
Thank you.
Meow Meowable saying hashtag Stiffy for Smithy.
Thank you.
Isn't that nice?
Great. Cheers. Thank
36
Very
months
nice.
Thank you.
on Prime from Mason94. Thank you.
Thank you, Mason.
70
to
months
Mason.
being a true scrub on YouTube from Sammy O saying the hats are chatting. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Oh, yeah.
factual
Big
there.
time. Big time.
Snoozing99, thanks for 3 months. No, sorry, 6 months. That's double.
That is more.
On Twitter. That's
That's
way more.
more, yeah.
That's double more. So apologies, but thank you. And finally,
Apologies and thank you.
54 months on Twitch from Pesteve. Thank you very much, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed our return to Hat Chat today.
Lux Soup on YouTube is saying that they're trying to get thermal vision now as well, which is kind of scary.
Editing.
Basically, if you don't have therms in your army, you lose every time. That's what they've said.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes sense.
And then-
Thermals have become... Well, they're not very useful in the day, though, thermals.
Yeah.
But they are very useful at night.
Detecting heat signatures of people and
Equipment.
equipment.
Yeah. It's a fucking shitter trying to stay alive in war these days.
Nightmare. Too much tech in war. Anyway, thank you for listening/watching today. We'll be back next week.
Indeed. Back for some strems
Back to streaming.
on the Tuesday.
Streaming hard. So yeah, look forward to that. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe. Shoot down those drones and Dremel your toenails.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we're leading with.
God, yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
What about BO or bad breath?
Neither.
I think BO is easier than bad breath.
You think so?
Yeah, I think bad breath, because that immediately
approach.
completely disarms someone. It's like, oh fuck, and they're like, oh shit, what do I do with that? And obviously, mints can only cover so much.
What, like beef?
No, obviously not beef mince, you tosser.
Mince, I can
don't
tell
do
you where
shit.
you're
Whoa, the speed at which I'm dead. That is a pure death.
Oh, that was the last checkpoint. I win!
That's fucking.
I'm doing the wank symbol for you. Just
Fuck's sake. That was really fast though, and I liked the speed. Dun, 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 dun.
James Bond.
You attracted the attention of the dog with your arse.
He's having a little rest. Well, while they have a little nap, I'm going to sneak away and get myself a little drink. Try not to waste
It's a bit of apnea, just a bit of apnea. Light touch of the amps.
Straight back to sleep.
God, I'm exhausted after all that sudden panic. Thanks, Creeper Bro, for subscribing for 9 months. Thanks to First Hunt for 83 months. Thank you.